You know what I realized? So one of the things I had realized, I was always wondering, why does like the fandom get such a bad impression, right? And I was kind of curious. I was just like, why is this fandom always getting a bad impression? And I think it's because we tend to forget the ages of these people or what they tend to do, right? And the reason I say that is because, you know, VTubing is more, people think it's more for teens or young adults, right? They're not people like in their 30s or something like that, right? For example, like you see the evolution or change that happens with people like Markiplier, Corey Kenshin, Queso, Jacksepticeye, PewDiePie, Mr. Beast, because you could see them physically change and know that they were a teen or kid versus being a young adult to a grown adult, right? But when a VTuber, because you're seeing a model and not the person themselves, you can't really understand what their age is or how they act, especially because a lot of people tend to hide their ages, right? And even though it feels also at the same time, get some sleep, have a good. Okay, you take care, Jacob. Thank you again for the raid. When it comes to corporate or not corporate, when it comes to VTubers, right? In general, I think it's just more so. Most of them tend to hide their ages, right? Like I have a joke that I'm like, I'm forever 21. So like he, because I'm like, it's not really important to know my age. Like, why do people want to know my age, right? But like, I had experience IRL to help me shape myself, right? But I feel like other people could have that experience and you could see it reflecting with how they act, while other ones probably just started straight out of high school, during high school, out of college, so they didn't see or interact with people how you would interact. Like interacting IRL is different from interacting stream wise, right? Because I've literally tried having like some conversations that I would as a VTuber, people IRL, and they're like, "What's that? Oh, okay. What? Huh? Okay." It's just like, because it's just like what we see is like completely different. Like the focus is completely different. Like yeah, they might be on YouTube or Twitch or Kick or whatever, but like it's just like it is what it is. But like when it's like when you're marketing yourself or trying to grow yourself and you're more likely to see stuff like this, you're gonna be like, oh, okay. Wow. 1 second. Oh my goodness, my bro make me some pancakes, chat. Let's go. Let's go. Your girl got some free pancakes. Let's go. ASMR stream again. Hee 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 hee. But no, aside from that, right? Yeah, communicating, right? Like, okay, I guess put it in this perspective, right? If you don't, okay, let's say you're working a 9 to 5, right? You are working a 9 to 5. You are spending most of your time in the office. Then you go home. Well, first, you go home. You might work out first or second. Depends if you go work out, right? Then, after that, you go eat, or you done that before working out, right? And then, you know how much time you have left realistically to be goofing off. You might not have as much time, right? But let's say, because there is a connotation where some VTubers tend to be disabled, or they're disabled, right? So it's like they might not have that same type of schedule. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with being disabled. I'm not saying that. Hello, Shion. I'm literally just saying that like you are gonna have two different lifestyles, because I've I had to take time off, right, because of my health at one point, right? And my schedule is completely different than those who from when I'm a 9 to 5, right? It's because like, you know, the 9 to 5 thing is no longer there. So you have time for different things. So, but yeah, like that had to do with like a surgery I had, and it just went horrible. So like, yeah, it just really all depends.